Ko Tait Jamieson Wha, ko Ngāti Tūkorihe tuku iwi. And we are here in Palmerston North on the organic dairy farm we call Bio Farm.
I'm the eldest son of Jamie and Kathy. I came back from the States and realised how beautiful New Zealand is and how awesome this farm is, and just couldn't really convince myself, well, I haven't been able to convince myself to leave yet.
We produce calves and raw milk and raw cream and yogurt and pasteurised milk, and we also distribute an organic butter. So we're in the business of producing food. Our role here really is kaitiaki of Papatūānuku, the animals in our care, the people who work with us and help us here, right through to the end consumer, the people who support us by buying our biofarm products. We saw this as a way of being able to farm organically by producing food the way we wanted to feed our children and hopefully make money. It's a busy lifestyle when you get up and milk the cows, you carve the cows, you care for them every day of every year, and they provide us milk every day of every year, and we process that milk ourselves, and then we find a market for it, and then we make sure we're paid for it. So we're pretty busy. My role on the farm was established in 1977 when we farmed conventionally, which meant we drenched cows, we sprayed weeds, we fertilised the land, and my husband Jamie and I didn't like that role at all. We wanted to be working more with Mother Earth. We wanted to be self-sufficient. So we became organic dairy farmers. All our neighbours who were all dairy farmers gave us up as hippies who would go broke. And so we did a few things to protect ourselves. We didn't send our children to school because the pressure on them would have come home and it would have been too hard for them to justify what their weird parents were doing. It's really good to especially have our children who were born here, were educated here until they did go through the education system, but their life is here, so they already know the way the whole farm works and the interrelationship between the market and the animals, and they're just beginning to come back to the farm now.
I think Mum brings her really good communication skills. She works just as hard as Dad and is good at connecting with the people that are working here and connecting with our suppliers and clients and customers. So I think that's important. I mean, Dad's just sort of heads down working on the farm, and Mum is too, but she's also the public face of the business. My father brings a scientific, analytical mind, which he's sort of the mastermind behind it all, really. He's still in the driving seat and making the decisions.
We wanted the kids to go out and experience the outside world, see what you're passionate about, and when you're ready, bring that passion back here and develop what you want to. I think that's the benefit of working as a family in business, and now that the kids are older I can say, okay, I don't want anything to do with designing the next lot of labels for the yogurt. What do you think? And what do you think about this ad? Shall we advertise in this magazine? You know, how do you want it to look? And yeah, so that's what's exciting for me.
I like that it's my family farm. I like being involved. I normally get up in the morning and bring the cows in, make coffee for the milkers, chop firewood, drive tractors, fix things, just sort of whatever's happening that day, load hay into barns, move cows around the farm, just whatever's happening really.
I suppose the key value is that we are all here to serve something that's larger than ourselves. We're just pretty much transferring energy from the cosmos through the soil, through the animal, through ourselves and into the kai. So you're talking about Papatūānuku and Ranginui and what they're providing the whānau that live between them. It's about care, it's about aroha, and it's about respect, and that's what we try and do.
I'm really enjoying being here. So 5 years I'm sure I'll still be here. I think the farm's really beautiful and it's a pretty amazing thing to have in your family, and I couldn't think of a nicer place to be, really.
I think we've always been a little bit ahead of our market. Like, we had an organic product on the supermarket shelves before New Zealand ever understood what organic was. Consumers believed that all New Zealand was organic until they heard about GE, and then they thought, well, what is the difference between GE and organic? So after 12 years of being in the market, when GE came to New Zealand, our sales doubled. Suddenly there was a market for organic food, and that trend is continuing to grow. I think it's moving away from organic a little bit more to traceability of where your products are grown or made and how they're manufactured and who does it.
Hard work, just watching mum and dad slog it out every day, every day for all of my childhood, but they've achieved a huge amount and I'm very proud of them. Yeah, I guess if you work hard, you can achieve good things.
Have a dream and dream the impossible, and then spend a lot of time having a look around and see how other people have achieved their dreams. Because it's quite a cliche now, really. If you aim for the stars, you might touch the sky, but you need to set the bar really high. So have the dream and set about achieving the dream, and if you get part way there, you've done really well.